Hey everybody, I'm Jack Reed with Future Pastimes, and I like to make custom expansions for the games that I play. And this is one for Agricola, which is a game that my family enjoys quite a bit. We play it every Thanksgiving, but also on non-holidays throughout the year as well. One of the first expansion promo things that came out for Agricola back in the day was the X deck. And this was a fairly silly, whimsical thing that you could add to the game. It really has little to do thematically with Agricola, but I appreciated it for its silliness, and it had some unusual effects to the game, and a lot of fun sci-fi references, I thought. So like this is from the actual X deck. They've got Merchants of Jupiter, Merchants of Mars, which is clearly a reference to Merchants of Venus. The X-Files, that's pretty straightforward. This is a Hitchhiker's reference there. Earth Girls Are Easy is a sci-fi-ish movie. Tripods is War of the Worlds. Beam Me Down, Welshie, that's a clear reference on its own. This is a E.T. reference, this one. Candy Trail, I Am Your Father, of course. And yeah, Darling, I Shrunk. Honey, I Shrunk, and others. And the effects in the X deck, like I said, they're whimsical. It doesn't come up very often, but I enjoy that kind of silliness. So I set out to make my own X deck cards. So these are custom cards that I made for my X deck. As you can see, there are more cards in my version than there are in the official one. But again, it was just a way for me to make more silly sci-fi references, add more whimsy to the game. And like I said, we don't use this very often, but it is fun to throw in there. And it was more fun just to make the cards. And I'm not really going to go through all the different effects, but I'll just show you all the different references. So they had a couple of the merchant cards, so I actually started making a lot more. So they're all dwarf planets. So this is Merchants of Haumea. And I did all the artwork myself on all these cards, so I just thought that was kind of fun. We had Merchants of Orcus, also a dwarf planet, and they all are. Merchants of Sedna, Merchants of Varuna. And after that, I started to realize, you know what, I should make these aliens their own reference. So here we have the Merchants of Eris, and that is a Buckaroo Banzai reference there. That's what those aliens look like. The Merchants of Makemake, that's David Morse from Contact, so that's what that one is. Merchants of Ceres, that is a reference to The Deadly Spawn, a sci-fi movie I enjoy. And the Merchants of Quawar, that is the Oracle from Cosmic Encounter, who's making an appearance. And so the other cards, we have the Glob, which is a blob reference there. We have Pod Person, that's an invasion of the Body Snatchers. The Newcomer, that's Alien Nation, that one. Welcome to Earth, that's Independence Day. This Means Something, that's Close Encounters reference, clearly. Cybernetic Lifeform Node, that is Battlestar Galactica. This one's not a sci-fi reference to Calvin. It's a cow oven. Just a kind of a funny effect here. Whenever you use the bake bread action, you may turn up to 2 cattle into 5 food each. When you take this card, you may immediately use the bake bread action. So it's a legit card. Seventh Symbol, that's a Stargate reference on that one. The Farmer's Almanac, that's Back to the Future. The Neuralizer, obviously Men in Black. Esoteric Muse is also a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. We have an Action Space card, Visit the Oracle. Kind of a silly little thing here. Quarryman is a Quaterman and the Pit reference there. A deep cut, even deeper cut, Liquid Sky. A lot of people have not seen that sci-fi movie. It's not for everyone. Open the Barn Doors, Hal. That's one pretty straightforward. Here we have Electric Sheep. Do androids dream of them? I think you'll find that they do. Another Matrix reference here with the blue pill or the red pill. This one, if you choose the blue pill, then X deck cards have no effect that round. And if you choose the red pill, everybody draws an X deck card. So look out. Transporter, another Star Trek reference. The Abrogator is a Terminator reference. He goes around and he stays around and he kills occupations. We have Pig Alien. That's kind of a double entendre there. And then this one's not really a reference to anything specific. The slingshot around the sun, just an interesting effect. After the returning home phase of this round, play the same round again. If this is a harvest round, you only do the harvest after replaying the round. So that's a pretty big effect on the game. And then we have the protractining. And this is a reference to Highlander 2. Terrible movie. So that's it for this one. Just kind of a silly video about a silly expansion. The X deck part 2. And yes, let me know if you have come up with any custom expansions for Agricola. What you think of the X deck, the original X deck? Have you used it? What were the effects? Any custom rules that you have done with that? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.